Yo, this is Magic for MGAM, and I'm doing a pocket review of Mage Knight. Or am I just pointing this phone at a different box? No, it is Mage Knight, and it's a board game. 1 of 4 players. Is it any good? Yeah, go and buy it. It's expensive. Well, I say expensive. For people who don't play board games, they would say that this game is very expensive. For people who do play board games, then it's okay. It's not too bad. The cage is there just in case you see it. It's because I've got bunnies in there and not people. So basically the game is a fantasy game where you play 1 of 4 mages, badass mages that are painted, but I wouldn't say the paint is that good, but it's nice that somebody's actually had a go. And yeah, you basically get given a character. The board is usually a bit more tidier than this. This is just so I can show you the bits and pieces that come with the box. You get a shitload in there, which is quite good. To be fair, this is only probably 3/4 of stuff. There are a lot more. There's quite a lot of these tiles as well. And yeah, you play 1 of 4 of these mages, and basically you go around leveling up, recruiting, combat, beating some arse. You work your way down, you flip these tiles over, and you go, oh look, you can go there and kill that, take whatever, go to the Mage Tower. When you're at the Mage Tower, you recruit things, which will be, I mean, this one is for monasteries and villages, and then they will go into your party. You can use them to kick some more ass. You work your way across the board, you can't go in the water though, and you go around here, kick some more ass at the keep, and at the keep you got some badass, whatever it is. What does he look like? It's like a, I don't know, weirdo. You kill him for 4, and you go on and you work your way around here, and you level up at the same time, which once you level up you can get more stuff that you can put, hey look, I've got this, and this will go on my character. Then you'll take one of these and get an extra card. You can use that to recruit more stuff. That will then give you 7 cards in your hands. You take 7 cards, you use these cards to move around, attack and block for 2, move around, and then at the bottom you can use what is called mana. So you put one down which is blue if it's been rolled, and I can't even find blue. Hello blue, where are you? There you are. So blue. So then you'll use the bottom one, for instance, on here to make it easier. It says attack for 4 if you use a red mana. So if you've rolled a die and you have a red mana, then you'll attack for 4, kick the shit out of that, and off you go around here, blah 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 blah, and you come to the city. Then when you get to the city, you fight off 3 or 4 of these different things depending on what it is. You'll then turn them all around, you'll kick the shit out of everyone if you can, and that is the end of the game. I did say I wasn't going to explain the game, but that is pretty much everything in a nutshell. When you get to sort of the monastery, there's no real flavour text. You basically look at one of these cards and you do one of the things on there. Recruiting, healing, training, burning a monastery. You burn a monastery, you can piss everybody off, you'll make benefits, but you will also lose influence, which is used to recruit the peeps in the local tavern or whatever. You can buy, I mean, a shitload of cards, and these cards range from spells that you can buy in the Mage Tower, blah blah blah, and more people to recruit. You've also got badass things such as these, which are pretty cool, Amotep gunners and golems and shit. So the stuff is awesome. It looks great, it feels great. There's a lot of wound cards because you will get the shit kicked out of you, unfortunately. But it's basically a deck management, deck building, level up, combat, strategy, movement, thematic, massive game. The first time I bought this game because I wanted a solo experience. That's the reason why I bought this game, and I will tell you now, it took me a good 4 hours to go around this game, to work out this game, to go through these lovely rule book and a walkthrough, which I advise to go through the walkthrough. You literally feel like an idiot on the battlefield, to be honest. You feel very weak. You're supposed to feel like a badass mage, but I'm on my 5th playthrough, not this one particularly because this looks like a mess. But no, I'm on the 5th time I got to play through. The first time I got 20 points. The second time I managed to get up to 40, and then I got to 60. Then I played a 2-player game, and I'll tell you now, 2-player game is great, but you must have somebody else willing to invest time into this, because this will take a long time. It took 5 hours for me to play this game with somebody else, and obviously tell them how to play the game as well. We could probably do it on 3 hours the next time. If you're going to have 4 players, because it does say 1 to 4, I wouldn't personally. 1 player excellent, 2 player very very good. But no, I kind of, it's my game. It's my game, and I'm playing it by myself. So yeah, the design obviously has got this Vlada Shavatal, who everybody loves, and he's done Galaxy Trucker and other games that are supposed to be mint. I got Galaxy Trucker, I got Dungeon Lords as well, which I love thematically, but I can't win for some reason. Yeah, Night and Day has different. It's very, very, very thematic, really. I think there's nothing else to say. If you want a fantasy, kick your ass, very hard strategy, this is going to take up half a day. 5 hours or 4 hours if you're quick. Yeah, go for it. On a solo play, you probably can do it with 2 hours, 2.5 hours to 3. But I don't know. It just seems to swallow a lot of time up when I seem to play this game. Negatives is just the combat, really, because there's so much to understand. I mean, on here you can see all sorts. That this guy, I can't even tell you now, but he's got 9 defense, but it's also fire and ice resistance. He attacks 6 fire and ice, but you will get 9 points of level for it. So yeah, it can get a little confusing, especially if you've got 3 or 4 of these to beat. And there is times where you will play, you'll play 3 or 4 cards, you'll play them down, and then basically you'll end up picking them back up again and sort of doing your move, because it's a bit confusing. Apart from that, but yeah, use Google. I've used it a lot to try and explain some of the little in-depth things. But as long as you don't mind sometimes changing a few bits and pieces around, and maybe sort of forgiving yourself if you've cocked up or fucked it up or whatever, then yeah, it is good. It's very good, and that's about it, really. If you want a solo game that it probably will kick your ass, then go and buy it. If you want a game that basically, what I could only suggest as be very thematic in terms of fantasy, and you say there's 2 of you or 3 of you in your little group and you love this sort of stuff, then go and buy it. It won't be disappointed. I've also heard the expansions rock as well. But yeah, this is Mage Knight, and I am Majic, and thanks for watching.